Inspiring voices, building worlds. The Ampliverse.
Welcome to the Autistic Delicatessen.
What you eat, what you drink, is your story.
So when you eat with awareness, you want to eat what you already think you are.
When they're looking at history, looking at our food, there's just so much to bring people together.
Come get this love. Come get this love.
Today's guests are Suzie and Kelly Carpenter from Savor by Suzie. Savor by Suzie provides gluten and grain-free pretzels. This company also creates accommodations for neurodiverse folks that want to work, while also giving back to promote autism awareness. Their mission began when they wanted to create an allergen-free snack that anyone can enjoy. Some flavours include garlic and herb, sea salt, dark or milk chocolate, and a little bit spicy. Some of these flavours are vegan friendly. The company Savor by Suzie encourages neurodiversity, leading the way. Suzie and Kelly, welcome to the Autistic Delicatessen. It's great having you here.
Thanks for having us.
Great to be here.
Could you explain how Savor by Suzie started?
We started our brand 2 years ago, and we wanted to create a brand that the whole family could enjoy. We really had the goal of creating a pretzel that would not only taste amazing, but that the whole family or the whole community, everybody could have it, and it wouldn't be just for people who have gluten intolerance or just for people who can't eat nuts, but that everybody would want to put their hand in the bowl and enjoy the pretzels. So that was, a big part of what we wanted. So our inclusivity is a big part of who we are. And that goes for the allergies and wanting everybody to enjoy the product. And in addition, it goes for our workforce and bringing in autistics and neurodiverse employees. And we have a fulfillment team that's 100% neurodiverse. So Savor by Suzie started with those intentions, really around wanting to create that type of a pretzel and that kind of a company. And it all sort of began with Kelly, who has celiac disease. And we started a grain-free diet to help her with celiacs and digestive issues back in 2002.
And also, Suzie, you have Kelly as your taste tester, whenever you have new pretzels out with flavors. And by the way, thanks for sending me the samples too as well. They were very good. Also, my parents liked it too as well. The dark chocolate went fast. But how do you usually situate it? And Kelly, how do you know to find a good pretzel within Savor by Suzie?
That's a good question. I've never thought about that. I guess I just pick the one that tastes best.
Well, which one's your favorite?
Yeah, so you mean which one's my favorite out of all of them? The spicy's my favorite.
Ah, good choice. Yeah, because the spicy one was actually good, as well as I like the dark chocolate and roasted garlic. Is that correct? The roasted garlic, salt. Yeah.
My favorite before my mom came out with the spicy, and now the spicy's my favorite.
And you like the dark chocolate too, so that's why that was a hard question, huh?
Yeah, but I like the spicy most.
Yeah, your point, Larnell, she definitely is my taste tester. So when we were developing those flavors, every time I would try a different iteration, Kelly had to like it. And if Kelly approved it, then we were good.
That's awesome, especially how it's the taste tester, i.e. Kelly, is neurodivergent, and neurodiverse folks have a different kind of sense of taste at times, and the textures and flavors and what's overwhelming, what's underwhelming and such. And I really like that. And I love the whole inclusivity of neurodiverse folk in the workplace. And you don't see that much often in work, because a lot of people think, autistics can't work. But it's a case-by-case basis. Some can, some can't.
We started out just reaching out to communities in which our factories in. So we make our products. So we have 2 factories, one for the chocolate and one for the pretzels. And so because we have that ability, we're making our products, we have workers in the factory. That helps a lot, because there's repetitive jobs in the factory. And there's also, we have basically adjusted almost everything that we do to create an atmosphere or a job and a process that will work for the employee. So a shorter shift, or, you know, breaking down one job into 3 jobs and they just do that part of it. So we've taken the goal of saying we want to include these workers. And so we change how we do things accordingly. So we reach out to the communities in those areas and say, so local schools, or where we live, it's called an intermediate unit, where they provide the job coach, or the Office of Vocational Rehabilitation, they provide a job coach. So it really helps a lot to have that support when they start. They come in with a job coach, and they either come in as a student, and then that way they're getting work experience. They can see if they like it. They can see if it's too much for them. So that really works well for both them and us, is to come in sort of like on a trial basis as a student. We've had a lot of our employees start that way. But a lot of it just coming from local agencies and learning. So for other companies out there that want to do this, you know, when we first started, even though, you know, we have Kelly, we've gone through 26 years of managing autism and needs and things, it was still really hard for us to find people. So, you know, our hope is that we can go out and teach other companies, you know, how to do that. And also we talk to people all the time. I was talking with somebody from Walmart, and their son, remember Michael, you know, was looking for a job. He graduated college. He had 10 different jobs since he graduated. He was crying on the phone, and I wanted to hire him right then and there. So, you know, we try to work out how can we create jobs. But the point was that in that community where he lives, his mom said, I want to create what you've created at Savor by Suzie in my community. So we're not there yet, but we're trying to develop some kind of model that other companies and other communities can embrace so that this can grow.
Now going on to you, Kelly, I just want to ask, like, how did you get into some of the more motivational reels? Was it just something that you just learned from your mom, Suzie, you know, since she was like a nutritional coach, or that whole inspirational thing? Or did you learn from other motivators? Because I know it was also connected to your faith too as well.
That was something that I've always wanted to do, and it was not related to Savor by Suzie at all, actually. And I do follow some other motivational speakers and stuff, and I like to watch their videos. And I wanted to, for a while, I've wanted to do my own thing on that, like my own kind of videos. And I've always had lots to say, so I'm happy to be finally doing that. And for a long time, I was really scared to do it, and it took me a while to get into doing it. So
you want to share what's on your heart. You have so much on your heart.
Yeah.
Right. When you say you have so much to say, because you care so much about people, and so that's a big part of why you do it, I think.
I totally get that vibe, and I like how every screenshot you see in the reels is of you smiling, Kelly. It's when you write hashtag positive vibes, it definitely shows it there. And I have seen some of your photos as well. I mean, I'm a photographer as well, so it's. Yeah. I'm not active at the moment in photography. I have a page called Oni Photography, but I love to I love seeing your photos, like, especially the ones of like sunsets and that. I think that's where you shine the most. So
thanks. Yeah, I love sunset pictures. They're my favorite.
Really cool. I mean, it's also like a neurodiverse thing, a neurodivergent thing, how we just see things in a different way that other people see it when we take photos. And I get that vibe from you as well. So
yeah, I love that about photography. That's like what I'm always thinking about, is like showing my unique perspective through the way I take my pictures and stuff and sharing them.
What is your favorite flavor from all the pretzel flavors?
Another hard question, right, Cal? Yeah, because I love them all, but I would say probably the dark chocolate. That was really hard to find. I really wanted to get a dark chocolate that would be vegan, but also soy free. Ours doesn't have any soy and low sugar. So I was just super, super excited when we found the chocolate, and I love the taste of it. And so that's probably my number one fave. But I do eat the sea salt every day. Those are my go-to.
In terms of your business, Savor by Suzie, do you have any plans, Suzie, to like have it go international? Because you talked about like talking with, you know, other people of creating their own thing in different states here in the US, you know. So is there any plans eventually to expand on that?
We get requests all the time for international sales. You know, it's just working out some of those details, but we do currently ship some products to the UK. We recently had a request for Australia. So I think eventually that will be a move. We're just right now pretty focused on the Northeast because it's close to our manufacturing facilities. And, you know, with the way the world is right now, freight is quite challenging, but we would love to be all over the world, and we would love to
I remember we have shipped to Germany before too. I remember I did a wholesale order that went to Germany, and I think we did I know we did England, and we also did Austria, I think.
Yeah,
we did a couple of different countries through wholesale. Yeah, in Canada. We did Canada a lot.
I was also thinking, Suzie, have you also talked about like selling Savor by Suzie in stores? You know, because I know here in Florida, well, you know, we have Walmart, that's all over, but also we have like a Sprouts, we have a Nutrition Smart, you know, so I think those could be good places to have something like that, or even like Publix or something like that. Have you talked to different companies on that?
Yes, we would love to be in all those stores. We are currently expanding into the Florida market, so we'll keep you posted. We have, you know, on our website, savorbysuzie.com, we have a store finder so people can find us. We're launching in Kroger and CVS. So that'll get us more on the West Coast, actually. So yeah, so we are growing quickly, expanding, and it's just brand awareness. It's really getting people to know who we are and what we do and why it's important, you know, because our pretzels are out there to create change.
It's good to hear that it's like you're slowly growing and getting clients from wherever, even if overseas postage is a pain in the butt right now, especially the UK. but I'm glad to hear that there's those interested overseas. I mean, I would have loved to try them, because I've tried a few pretzel things in general that are more vegan friendly and that. And I do like dark chocolate as well. And only recently I've tried proper dark chocolate products, which are really good. So it's like every time you mention the dark chocolate ones, I'm just like, oh, I want some now.
Yeah, they're so good, but they're also very addictive.
I'd probably eat an entire pack within 5 minutes, probably.
We both have.
Yeah. It needs to be a contest.
yeah. Trust me and all that stuff. As well as, of course, like again, like from the other flavors that I had, again, I commend you on the whole thing, because it's like each and every one of them is good in their own way. And of course, I'm sure, Suzie, your company has seen my postings with the dark chocolate mixed with the little spicy or the roasted garlic with my lunches and all that stuff. So it's, you know, I had to put a little shout out right there.
Thank you. We appreciate that.
Yeah.
This is a question we ask for most of our guests. For both of you, I'll start with Suzie first, then Kelly. What's your favorite food?
It's a really good question, because I do love food.
Yeah, and you love to cook.
And I love to cook. So it's hard to pick just one thing, but I would say, what would you say for my, like, if you were thinking what was my favorite food? Because you see me eating. Probably salad.
Yeah. Oh, I was gonna say either salad or chicken.
I do cook a lot of chicken. She's right. Yeah. One of Kelly's favorite meals is when I roast a whole chicken. She calls it chicken with skin. Just a real comforting meal, satisfying meal. So I would say, yeah, I mean, I for me, food is very grounding. So I like to eat foods that make me feel grounded as well as energized. So for the things like the connection to the earth. So that's why for me, like a salad or vegetables, like I just feel like when I like to go shopping, I like to sort of touch the food and feel the energetics of the food. So, you know, there's a lot to talk about there, but I would say probably lettuce, you know, any kind of lettuce. Romaine lettuce is probably my favorite though right now, because I've been making, you'll see it on my Instagram, I've been making sandwiches with it. I made a BLT with romaine lettuce the other day. I made a turkey club. So I would say, while there's a lot of ingredients going on, that's what grounds me the most.
I like salad as well. And I also, I can relate to my mom on the whole grounding thing. Like I like eating things that make me feel grounded too. And we're both big on energy, so I also feel food out too when I'm at the store. And I'm a big chocolate lover, since we were talking about the dark chocolate, and I love having anything chocolate.
Me too.
So that's probably my first favorite, and salad's probably my second. And I also, this is less healthy, but I love potatoes. Like I love having potato chips and like fries and stuff. And I also love like, I don't know, like burgers and stuff and
Sushi.
Steaks. Oh, and I also love sushi. Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are like my 5 favorites. If I listed 5, I think I listed 5.
Another one, Oni, because also my co-host likes sushi too as well. As much as me, I do like sushi as well. So I've been to some Asian restaurants.
Yeah, I do. And chocolate's my vice as well. I've been cutting down a lot and eating mostly dark chocolate because it helps me portion up better rather than just eat all in one. But pizza, burgers, sushi, pasta. I'm basically the carb diet. It's like same foods. But I'm the opposite with you with potatoes, so that's a no-go for me. I mean, mashed potatoes I can't eat because of the texture. I cannot stand the mushy texture. I'm not a big fry person either. But I do get the appeal though. I know when a potato's cooked right, but that doesn't mean I'll eat it.
And for me, I'm okay for the mashed potatoes as long as it's not cold or anything. I don't like cold. Like it has to be hot. And look, I'm from Florida. I'm in the South. Okay, all right. That's just how we are. Gravy with mashed potatoes. That's what it is. You know. So. Yeah.
Yeah, I love regional delicacies of food, whether it's Florida or even Scotland with our soups like Colin skink or deep fried pizza. We have weird stuff.
Yeah, I've never heard of deep fried pizza. That sounds amazing.
It is. It's so unhealthy, but it's good to have now and again.
It's like just imagine how like certain places in the South, including Florida, at certain events like festivals or fairs, it's like, you know, I saw a thing like I volunteered at a concert some months back, and I remember they had like deep fried Oreos right there. So it's just, and then, yeah, because you would think the deep fried stuff, that's a Southern thing. I didn't know that was also a Scottish thing too as well. And also, because they got their own stuff. So I guess we can relate on that.
Before we finish up, where could we find you on social media and what's your website and all that?
I have a couple different Instagrams, but I'll share the photography one and the video one. And the video one is my video one's Casey Motivation 596, and my photography Instagram is Kelly Carpenter's Photography.
Savorbysuzie.com is our website. You can go there for any orders that you want to create. We have specialized, personalized subscriptions and order processes. All of our orders on our website are fulfilled by our neurodiverse team. So when people purchase from our website, they're supporting those individuals. That's important to mention because we are also on Amazon. But our website is 100% fulfilled by our neurodiverse team. So savorbysuzie.com is where to find our pretzels online and also on Instagram.
Well, Suzie and Kelly, it was great having you in this episode of the Autistic Delicatessen.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
we
it was great
enjoyed
talking
speaking.
to you.
Thank you for watching the Autistic Delicatessen. If you'd like to listen to the podcast, feel free to access theampliverse.com/the-autistic-delicatessen. You'll find everything Autistic Delicatessen related in there.
And please also subscribe to our YouTube channel to check out our past episodes. And until next time,
What you eat, what you drink is your story.